staple picks, and now he gets his hands back on it after the big buffs that we saw on 9.6 Ender.
And now with Gangplank being locked in, that will he actually loses it a lot, so he stole bot lane.
Kobe has to flash away, gets a lot of damage down with the feathers, but it's first blood to Crown Shot. They'll trade it. Norscaven gets one in response, but a lot of action already going down in this bottom lane.
Is doing, he's moving up to try and get some vision on the Tribush, and this actually gives a window for Crown Shot to go in for a trade when Kobe doesn't actually have that much mana. So he's immediately forced to back away because Crown Shot and Dreams are in the better position to go for that trade. And they end up
4 AD with the Warrior, Black Cleaver, even a Guardian Angel is a viable option. That makes him very potent. Oh my god!
Base check straight in, the spell shield's not going to save you. Selfmade gets the kill.
Pyrion was able to push out that mid lane, and without Morgana, no one's there to respond. Xerxes is going to try to steal.
Norscaven goes in, Selfmade gets it. Xerxes with a fear beyond death, but the stopwatch from Dreams stops it in its tracks. There's a True Shot Barrage as well, doesn't quite connect. But SK get the dragon, and that's all they wanted. They get out.
Oh, there's kill top lane!
And the solo kill top lane. Beautiful stuff there from by looking at this replay in the 1 versus 1. And you'll notice it, he's just standing here looking bot lane, uses the ultimate. So now you're building up these rampage stacks, and Hecarim now got 2 off, 3 off. He lands the ulti, still hasn't used his E. So while this is a good stopwatch from Vizicsacsi, ultimately there's still enough damage from the side of Warlib.
Of their own, but it looks like SK might be taking the fight here. Dreams face check straight into Humanoid. The binding gonna connect. Puts down the Unbreakable. Here comes Norscaven from the side with the charm, but Warlib's on his way up. Humanoid already killed Dreams, but Norscaven falls as well. Warlib gets onto the back line, and Humanoid with a great Soul Shackles will catch him out. Stuns him up. Humanoid has to flash the wall, and now SK. Oh, a superb blade call.
Oh, Chachi!
And Chachi jumps in with a parlay. Churchy there on the front line. Xerxes there on the front line as well. And Splice have forced SK back into
with a flash up, with a smite up, and looking to steal.
Xerxes has the level advantage, and he will get the dragon. Selfmade flashes out of the back, and Splice equalized that dragon score. 1 Infernal.
Chapters in inventory, which was traditionally to funnel into that next tier to get the CDR and get towards stacking. Now, oh my god, wait a second.
Just melted underneath the tower. Warlib gets the 1v1. 2 tower shots, 1 more would be enough, but it doesn't even connect. Warlib with a pure 1v1.
Right now, Warlib is proving that Vizicsacsi can't.
Here we go. He's going to force the 4v4. The charm comes out. They root up one. It's Dreams. Crown Shot jumps across the wall. Over here comes Pyrion. Baby on death will knock him back as Xerxes locks him up. Crown Shot down to Kobe. Pops the feathers and manages to survive. Eventually dunked down by Selfmade. Norscaven now across the wall. Will be forced away as well, but Splice come out on top in the fight.
Kobe went full beast mode.
They aren't out of it yet, but Warlib might be caught out. Xerxes just waiting until Warlib goes in, can use that devastating charge to get away, dodging around as much as he can, goes in onto Chachi. Xerxes will knock him back with the disdain, and the fear beyond death just pulls him in. It's a very delicious pony.
Very good bait there from Vizicsacsi, walking forward
with the ability to catch someone out.
And now there's no Hecarim with them at the moment. SK are trying to walk into the river, but they don't have the front line.
It's only a Cloud Drake. They almost take down Norscaven straight away. They do get him. The Vivian that's been used here as well. Dreams will fall as well, but a great True Shot Barrage. Xerxes running away. There's the teleport. Onslaught of Shadows is available for Warlib if they want to go for the chase. Don't face check into Xerxes. There's the GLP. Slow comes out, Binder connects, and now Xerxes can go in with the disdain, knocks him back. Pyrion stunned up, pulled back into the grinder, and Xerxes on a rampage. 4-0 on this Urgot jungle.
That's just so gross right
Barrage coming out. Still at 4,000 HP. Should be an easy enough secure here for Splice. Xerxes will secure it, and that is a great Baron take. 25 minutes in from Splice.
It's just a brilliant sneak there.
To get to safety. Splice still feels a little bit like they're hankering for a fight here. Norscaven gonna go in with the charm, but doesn't connect on anyone. He jumps back, the root lands onto Dreams. Once again, the fear beyond death will pull him back. He's done, 1-0, and Splice continue forward, stepping forward, straight in. The flash in from Xerxes, straight up to the back line. That's 2. Splice looking for a little bit more as they get the GOP, but Warlib has to use the ult defensively, and Splice are just breaking down the structures of SK.
Splice were able to completely split up SK in that fight. It's a beautiful engage in the mid lane. I don't even know why SK are there, but Splice see the opportunity, playing for the fights, and they get the inhib.
SK don't have the defense to hold on to the line. Splice have all 5 members. They have a cannon minion as well. They could look to end the game right now.
Will be looking for the proper fight. They have teleport on Warlib.
They should turn.
They do turn straight onto him, but Selfmade flashes away. Pyrion now coming in from the side. Featherstorm.
Oh, this is huge!
Look at the damage, and already Humanoid is dead. Warlib coming in with the Onslaught of Shadows. They'll get 2 as a shutdown for Pyrion. And now Xerxes caught out. Norscaven fighting Selfmade up towards the top side. Xerxes gonna fall as well. It's another shutdown for SK. They're gonna take 4 for nothing as Splice started the Baron, but met their demise.
It's a miracle team fight for SK. Pyrion goes in right at the start.
Questions about where you assign your lane. Selfish just going in. Kobe called out, but he uses the Featherstorm to survive for the moment. He's down to the True Shot Barrage, and SK have somehow turned this around. Chachi jumped up by Warlib on the backline. Xerxes trying to do what he can. Almost takes chase out Pyrion, but he'll escape. Northscaven low, Dreams low, but SK are the ones coming out on top. That's another kill for Whirlib. He gets a double, caught out by Humanoid underneath the tower. Xerxes will knock him back, but the Sterak shield will keep him alive for the moment. Humanoid has to flash away, and still SK are the ones on the front foot.
Without Kobbe, Splyce just don't have the damage. SK do not have much health on multiple members, but Pyrion teleports back in. They have a minion wave, and the death timers are oh so long for the side of Splyce.
Off a single call, SK could have turned this game straight on its head. They were back in their base, they were beaten and bruised, but somehow they've turned it around, and Splyce are now the ones defending their Nexus towers. It's all on Humanoid. He has to do it all here with
5 seconds on Kobbe.
well. 5 seconds on Kobbe, only a cannon wave there. Xerxes hits the Fear Beyond Death. They'll take down Dreams. They get a consolation prize, but for it, they lose so much. The top lane here as well. Splyce know that they can try and make a fight here, but they're being collapsed on all four sides. Crashshot just melts Northscaven, but will he pay for it with his life? He will. That's him down, and now Selfmade's in the middle of 3 members of Splyce. Whirlib comes in, joins the party, pops the onslaught of Shadow, get the knockback. Here comes Pyrion, diving Humanoid, perfect stopwatch just in time. Fear Beyond Death will take down 1, and Splyce now have 2. Selfmade almost caught out. He jumps across the wall, and Splyce in this game will be cleared out with that.
Oh, Xerxes.
Xerxes goes in, lands only onto Dreams. Once again, he steps in front of his AD carry, and he will go down. Northscaven still on the chase, can't quite catch up to Whirlib though. And SK will get out, only losing 1 man, but Chachi on the backside! And his crown shot who gets the kill. 1-for-1 trade as SK get a consolation prize at the back.
So a couple of crews
Still trying to find an avenue in here, trying to see if they can spot it out. Northscaven jumps in, Xerxes with the Fear Beyond Death. The Baron down so low, it gets secured, and it's crown shot who gets it. Once again, if he can get it, there's an Elder Dragon on the cards. Crownshot down towards the bottom side. Glacial Fissure used. They jump onto Humanoid who flashes away, but now Xerxes caught out with concussive blows. Humanoid so low. The charm comes out. Humanoid still alive on the backline. Xerxes will fall. Whirlib gets Humanoid, and he's still alive. And the rest of SK can come in here because already they've taken down 2. Kobbe tries to pull the feathers back. Pyrion low as well.
Stop the bases because right now there's 1 Nexus tower standing in the way of SK's victory.
Selfmade stops them in their tracks for the moment. Kobbe, Northscaven, and Chachi, it's all on you to defend, but Pyrion is already there. And with the Ezreal W, you can take that tower so easily. Whirlib now on the Nexus. And in a game of inches, it looks like SK are the ones to strike first. The shutdown comes out from Crownshot, and they were an inch away from losing, but SK take game 1.
Great way to start the series for SK. Getting a win on the board is a big deal for momentum. And they played those late game fights very, very well. A couple of small mistakes here and there, but still, the moment they found a small avenue back into the game, they grabbed hold of it, and they did not with anything that has kite. It makes playing Skarner that much harder.
Yeah, so it definitely doesn't go into that side lane idea that I was thinking.
Late game AD carry, right?
Sure.
And you think of Zoe in the late game. Oh yes, that's definitely a scary champion, right? So in terms of scaling, we have to look at this gank.
Predator coming in, Northscaven. Jumps in, gets the Impale straight onto the Tarm. Kench can't devour himself, charmed up as well. Uses the thick skin though, Selfmade on his way. Dreams still alive, Crownshot very low. Kobbe will get the first kill, the second goes to Northscaven. Void Rush used there by Selfmade, trying to get onto the Kobbe. He won't get him out in response. Chachi teleports in now, and that's 3 quick kills to Splyce in the bottom lane.
Kobbe did not have the mana to use his ultimate, but still, it's a massive win. You have tools like the Ash Arrow, but ultimately you don't have a strong front line, and that means that if you get counter-ganked, it could be bad.
There is the arrow, lands onto Northscaven, but he pops the quickness, and Xerxes there in time. Dreams will devour up his jungler. Selfmade spat out to the back, but the Impale comes down, and that is a very dead Crownshot. Splyce strike in the top lane.
Dreams had to use his Devour to save Selfmade, and that left his AD carry.
Try and catch them out, and they're not trying to force anything too big right now.
Now look at this Chachi. He is on the flank, will be spotted out by Whirlib and potentially in trouble.
Drowsy it up. He's asleep. Selfmade's gonna get the knock up, and that is a very dead cannon. SK find the pick they want. Splyce trying to force something in the mid lane, but they can't do it without their top lane. Nowhere to go. Shuriken will hit, and Chachi should just be able to chase him down. Whirlib trying to get the tether off, will land it, but the stun comes out as well. There's the slicing maelstrom, and Chachi just gets the 1v1 kill. Easy enough stuff for the cannon in the side lane.
Surprised that he held on to his ultimate for so long, but I think he wants
out. 6,000 HP on the Baron Tower, coming in behind by Chachi. Maybe they'll take the fight afterwards. Northscaven jumps in. A massive charm. Here comes Xerxes as well. There's Blasco for him. Just splashes in. Pyrion gets the Baron, but here comes Chachi slicing through SK. Dreams use the thick skin to survive, and we go into a little bit of a freeze frame as Selfmade knocked out on the backside. The sleep lands on Humanoid, but he'll cleanse it away. SK, 3 members strong. 4 will all get out. Can Dreams survive as well as Northscaven jumps forward? Yes, SK get 4 members out.
but that was aimed down the Baron too quickly. It is a Zoe that picks up, and then look at this ultimate. It just does no damage right here. Dreams gets a massive shield on the back.
Featherstorm used from Kobbe, almost burst down in one, but all of Splyce are just limping back towards their fountain as SK break into their base.
SK lost the Baron, but they don't even need it. They take down the inhibitor. They have a minion wave in the top lane as well. They're not going to make so SK need to play around the minion waves. They have an inhibitor in mid lane. That's why they're all up here on the top side of that. But keep in mind, there are flashes on all the primary engage tools of Splyce, and they want to fight.
Noskaran flashes in, lands the charm onto the devoured crown shot. Here comes Chudge as well. The slicing mouse straight onto the back line already. He's taken down one. It's the shutdown. Void Rush used by Humanoid's going to push Whirlib back into the team. And Splyce have found the fight they needed. They found the comeback. And it's only Pyrion who walks away alive.
Splyce had the spells, and they found their fight with Baron up. They want to look for one more kill. Pyrion is on the run, but hey, Splyce, there's some speed boys.
There's not many places Pyrion can go from here. Sleepy Trouble will connect. The flash.
With Humanoid, I don't think they will be.
I have to think Pyrion can't do much here. Noskaran just tanking up the Paddle Stars. 5,000 HP left on the Baron. Going to be secure. Teleport actually used here. Crown Shot coming in, the Baron does fall, and immediately Crown Shot runs away. Here's Kobbe, the sleep comes out, Kobbe uses the QSS, but immediately the arrow comes out. Noskaran with the charm, the shutdown! And as you predicted, Velius, if Zoe hits you, and you don't hit her, there's not much, but here comes Chachi! Onto the backline, takes down one, Humanoid shuffles in, Pyrion flashes away, Dreams will be the second to follow. It's a 3v3 now as Whirlib and Pyrion just back away. Selfmade does have a flank position if they want to go in, but they decide against it.
Both botlings have been wiped.
SK going to step into darkness here as they face check the bush. Chachi still has the flank position. Ultimate just about up as well. Elder Dragon down to about 3,000 HP. They're trying to catch out Chachi, but the Elder Dragon solo. There's a flash. Chachi jumps onto the back line. The quickness used as well. Dreams is assassinated. Crown Shot trying to survive on the back. Humanoid shuffles away with the Void Rush from Selfmade. Chasing him. Selfmade takes one. Pyrion goes down as well, but now it's all a Crown Shot. Kobbe comes in from the side. The Blade Caller pulls him back. It's a triple for Kobbe, but now he's in a 2v1 situation. Selfmade and Whirlib against Kobbe, the only man left alive on the side of Splyce and SK.
Coming in from the other members of that team, so he follows up on towards Humanoid, and with that they get the Baron.
SK get the Baron, but already Splyce have gone across towards the Elder. The Enchanted Crystal Hour used from long range doesn't connect onto anyone. Elder Dragon started up. SK, they want this fight. Chachi has the teleport, but he's up in the top lane right now. 6,000 HP left on the Baron. Elder Dragon, sorry, it's already down so low. Noskaran tries to stop him. That's the smite coming out from Xerxes. They'll secure it. Void Rush used by Selfmade, but he's going to be sacrificed. And SK will take the trade. Elder for the Baron.
A little bit of greed.
Takes a little bit of a chunk as Kobbe forced back. Crown Shot down to half HP. Xerxes popped the Predator, looking for the flash impale if you can get it, but they just force all of SK back, and they take the inhibitor in the bottom lane at the 41-minute mark.
Good decision making there from Splyce. They knew that even with the Baron buff,
Noskaran goes in with a charm. Kobbe was waiting around the corner. Noskaran down quite low, but already Pyrion has fallen. And Splyce tried to pull the trigger. They thought maybe SK would overstep.
On a single ward, if he can find the chunk of SK all funneled in towards this corridor, the ward will spot him early. 4,000
HP left on the Baron. Selfmade jumps into that pit as well, but here comes Chachi. Noskaran jumping onto the back line. There's the slicing Maelstrom. Pyrion already down, but Noskaran falls as well. Selfmade on the back line. Crown Shot still alive. Selfmade able to escape towards the back of the pit. Will use that tunnel network, and Humanoid down to about 30 HP. Selfmade's still alive. Kobbe goes down, gets one side as he takes down Dreams, and the Baron's still alive though. Humanoid, Crown Shot jumps in, shuffles him back, pushes him away, and that is the Baron going over to Splyce as well. This should be the game, and it should be Splyce's victory.
The finish, Splyce have everything they need to finish it out. Chachi will teleport in, will finish off this inhibitor, and Splyce want to even it up.
Splyce did everything they need to in that final fight with only 2 members standing in their way. There's little SK can do to stop them. Splyce looking to equalize this series.
They take down the 2 inhibitors, and now it's just the Nexus Towers in their sights. 10 seconds on Pyrion, 10 on Dreams as well, but they're not going to be up in time to save SK's base. Splyce just looking to equalize the series here. Selfmade takes down one, then he gets popped into his GA. The second Nexus Tower will fall, and Splyce will strike back and tie us up at 1-1.
A lot of props need to be given to SK to how they played out this game, but we said it was a timer for SK. Now, admittedly, they took that timer forward.
What is your response?
So, I mean, the response has got to be whether or not it's top lane Jarvan or the Gragas, and they go with the Gragas in the way up.
Here he goes in with the EQ. Whirlib chased away here by Xerxes, but Selfmade on his way with the Predator. Looking for the body slam, lands onto one. Chachi flashes away. Xerxes gets the unbow. Chachi trying to turn it around. Xerxes, full fury, they get him! Whirlib will answer with one. Hyrian on his way up. Chachi, no flash, of course. Whirlib trying to get away, knocked back with a hammer shot.
% CDR very early on as we see an all-in top.
Yeah, Whirlib went in with the EQ combo. Chachi just trades back onto him, and Humanoid coming in. The flash forward. There's the Glacial Prism. Locks Whirlib in place. The stopwatch isn't going to stop time for long enough. Cataclysms EQ's away. Humanoid with the Glacial Path across the wall still has the chase potential. Nice shard will connect, and the long-range shock blast is enough.
And there we have it. Xerxes and Humanoid playing around the top side.
Coming down.
They don't know. Jump here, and there's the hook straight onto Xerxes. Knocked back with the play as well, and he's down. Dreams gets him. Humanoid now running for the wind as Selfmade comes in from the side. Doesn't have the cast available, and Humanoid will just be able to get back. Would Splyce be able to have a cleaner mid-game? Well, it seems to be exactly that as Whirlib engages down towards the bottom side. Abyssal Voyage used in here, but Whirlib just gets chased out by Chachi. Xerxes there with a flash forward to chase him down. That's one. Norscair and Kobe are here to join this fight if they are needed, but already SK have lost the match. Chachi is pushing up towards that top bottom lane. He's on the inhibitor already. Here goes Humanoid, jumps into the middle of them all. The Ring of Frost, they're onto Period, but he shuffles them back with the soldiers. Organic destruction from Kobe as they take down one, and they're just going to clean them all up. Splyce rout SK. SK had one shot, and they missed it by a mile, and Splyce take them all out.
Splyce were just way too far ahead. They call in the TP, they find the fight around the Baron, and look at this. Kave playing the bot lane. Vel'Koz has the TP. Are they just going to look for the end? Because they've got 3 members in the base.
It looks very good for Splyce right now, and I think they're going to go for the game off the back of a single team fight. Splyce are looking to take an edge in the series.
It's been so clean from Splyce. Moment by moment, they knew exactly what they were doing, and after an impeccable early game, an impeccable mid-game, Splyce are 1 game away from winning this round of playoffs.
Great stuff from Splyce. Loved the Tahm Kench and the Vel'Koz bot lane. I think they had a very strong... It's very easy to pop it. So that is assuming that the Morgana is mid lane. Remember, you could move her down towards bot. Morgana into Braum, especially the Kalista Morgana, is actually a very high pressure.
Before we had the extended pause, is there any way you guys would want to look first? Any way you'd want to discuss first?
Well, no,
wait a
level 1 flash. Oh, he has no flash.
With the taunt, he's got no flash. And Splyce come out on top early on.
So I'd like to talk about Kave getting first blood on Vayne.
Yeah.
When SK need to CC on the other side. We're in these fights. They need to stay safe. Wait a second.
Crownshot, one more order would have had the concussive blows, but the Ignite comes out and Crownshot rends down Braum. Flash away from Dreams, flashing by Kobe. One more order. Oh, it's enough. He gets him. Not going to chase him underneath the tower.
Going for the dive.
Norscair in there with the Glacial Fissure. Catch out Dreams. Kobe's gone very deep. Selfmade there. Lots of damage coming out. There's a Hero's Entrance as well as Selfmade pops. The Void Seeker gets one. Unstoppable Onslaught comes out from Whirlib as they jump onto Xerxes as well, and that's a second. 2 kills across to SK as they counter the dive.
The tower dive was just way too greedy here from Splyce. They knew they had the lead. Bot side. They have all the control words to dominate the vision.
Humanoid caught out, deciding not to use the cleanse. Taunted straight away, uses the cleanse, but the Soul Shackle's going to come down as well. He pops the Unleashed Power onto Pyrian. Dreams gets the kill. Down towards the bottom side, the Void Rush comes out from Selfmade. Double knockup though, and Kobe can open up with this Vayne. They're going to catch out Dreams, who goes golden. Crownshot caught in the Cataclysm, running away. Dreams down towards the bottom side. Whirlib coming in. The knockback with the decimating charges on Kobe. Crownshot will take him. Dreams will die, and still Whirlib holds off on the ultimate. SK come out on top in the fight though.
Ends up being a 2 for 2, but as you rightly said, SK are the ones that come out on top. They're the ones setting up the siege onto this tier 1 and will secure more plates. And honestly, the amount of time that Splyce were able to stall out as Chachi now in danger.
Chased out. He was baiting for a long time there. Just tried to keep fighting against Whirlib, but couldn't do anything.
Ends up just killing himself. He ends up dying.
Be fine. Now, one of the strengths of Rek'Sai is she actually has some of the highest AD ratios in the game. You're going to go for value.
Chachi with the taunt onto Crownshot, but he cleanses the flashes away. Backline jumped on here by Xerxes, but already forced out. Great taunt by Dreams. Teleport coming in. There's the Glacial Fissure. Whirlib knocked back. He used the Onslaught of Shadows defensively, but here's the Hero's Entrance. Fate's Call comes out. Selfmade on the flank. Has that Infinity Edge. Remember, he could crit someone. Kobe.
He's doing it.
Infinity Edge does all the work. Kobe almost dies.
There
we go. He Void Rushes in, but the Stand United is too much. And Kobe gets the kill.
He didn't land a single crit there. His E did a lot immediately. He might have actually gotten the kill, but then...
Norscair gets caught out. Okay.
So now they're going Baron.
Wait, they're doing Baron while Selfmade is dead.
What is
They're just baiting shot there as well. Splyce maybe looking for the fight because they've split up SK. World has the flank. There's the Infernal. That's all the buffs going over to SK straight away. Chachi has a few spears in his back. Whirlib caught out with the Scatter of the Weak. Crownshot's in the pit. Whirlib has the possibility of an onslaught of shadows here, but SK just want to disengage. Crownshot can jump across the wall, remember, with the Pierce if he needs to. Actually, Pierce is going to jump in. The base call comes out. SK want the fight. Splyce, the front line is Chachi. Humanoid in from the side. There's the Glacial Prism. Xerxes caught out by Whirlib. It's all on Kobbe. Watch the AD carries here. Kobbe steps forward into the hero's entrance, knocked up, and look at the damage coming out from SK. That Runaan's from Crownshot's doing absolute work. Chachi takes one. We have a hit of the Stutters game. As Kobbe's still on the front line, he gets one. Can Kobbe do it? He's still alive. He gets Selfmade. He gets Pirean. Somehow Kobbe managed to survive and takes down two. And Pirean and Whirlib have to run for the wind.
SK get the dragon, but they lose the fight. It is Kobbe who stays alive, and now it's Chachi hunting down the horse.
The taunt doesn't quite connect, but look at the healing coming out onto Chachi with that Warmogs. Kobbe stayed around, condemns Whirlib back, and pins him in his place. Splyce win the Selfmade here, jumping forward with the flash. Selfmade gets away. Norscaven with the Glacial Fissure though catches out one. Chachi there. Xerxes joining the fight as well as Kobbe continues to tumble forward, continues to try and condemn SK to defeat, but can't quite land those final shots.
Kobbe saw the Infinity Edge Rex.
Chachi's gonna catch Selfmade. Oh, he's not tanky enough. He goes golden, but all he's doing is stopping his death. Splyce get one. Crownshot knocked in. Uses the cleanse. Jumps forward. It's the AD carries going in. Humanoid. Somehow he survives, and now Crownshot has to dance backwards. Use that martial cadence. Come back away from the fight. SK have Whirlib. No onslaught of shadows yet, but Pirean has the slows. There's the binding onto Norscaven. Crownshot there. Chachi can't quite land the stun, but puts down the Spirit's Refuge. He's going to be alive for the moment as he gets back away from the fight with Gargoyle Stoneplate. SK looking for the resets here. Continue. Oh, Norscaven had to flash. Chachi caught.
Just turns on this.
But he can't take.
He taunts him up. Knocked back, there's the Void Rush to dodge it out. The Glacial Fissure comes out as well, but he's dead, and the Hero's Entrance now gets into the backline. Xerxes with a great lockup onto Pirean, onto Whirlib. Crownshot though could still do some damage here. The Fate's Call pulls them back. Norscaven very low. You can see Humanoid ticking away on the Tormented Soil. Kobbe trying to get on towards that front line, gets that shut down onto Pirean. Now he's on Crownshot, the Stand United. It's enough. Will it keep him alive? He gets away from the back of the fight, and Dreams goes down as well. It's a double kill for Kobbe, and Splyce come out on top.
Splyce absolutely dumpster that team fight. Now they're looking for more. Kobbe on the prowl. What a play from him. They single out Selfmade at the start, and from there it's easy, and it doesn't matter if SK have triple Infernal, double Mountain, it's still Splyce to get the Baron.
And this time we saw how squishy Selfmade was and how quickly he died. He took a tunnel into the enemy jungle, and he just walked straight into Chachi. The Black Shield wasn't in range for Whirlib to really approach the wave and come out on top.
Yeah, the Baron buff is the ultimate equalizer when it comes to 1v1 matchups inside. Oh,
Crownshot straight into the GA. The Unleashed Power is just too much damage. Dreams forced away as well. Pirean opened up on by Kobbe here. Dreams gets the Justice Punch in. Selfmade just way too late before he even joins the party. Will pop the Void Rush, but shut down onto Crownshot, shut down onto Dreams. SK's hopes in this game are being shut down by Splyce.
It is just Pirean and Whirlib left to defend. Now most of Splyce are relatively low at the moment, so I don't know if they can look for the end, but they surely look for the inhibitor. Chachi just went back to base, and he has the TP to regroup.
He's going to use it. Whirlib and Pirean are the last line defense. You just said it, Ender, but Splyce, they have Fnatic set in their eyes. They want to make it to round 2. Let's see if SK can...
Whirlib gets onto the backline. He shuts down Humanoid, but he will go pop straight into the GA. Now there is a counter minion here, still 20 seconds on the rest of SK. They'll take down Whirlib. It's all on Pirean. Dreams up in 7, but the Nexus towers have already taken damage.
And Kobbe has gone legendary with 10 kills. Splyce look to close.
Splyce, it looked like SK may have taken game 4, but Splyce come a-knocking. They sweep SK under the map, and they prove that they belong amongst the best teams in the LEC.
After a good regular season, Splyce come into playoffs as heavy favorites, and while game 1 definitely showcased some mistakes, they cleaned things up, and they were able to get some very impressive in the late game, in the final game that mattered the most.
Yeah, the team fights early on in the series were impressive to watch from them. That game 3, they showed a completely different style. Yes. It was impressive from them. The 1-3-1 comp, they show that it's not just the one-dimensional play style, that they have other tricks up their sleeve, and now going into round 2, after 3-1 victory, looking pretty solid.
And it was something that you mentioned as well in the game, and that the armor items really did come into fruition later on into the game. Having that front line for Kobbe to play around just kind of unleashed the beast. You know, they soaked up so much damage. You said so many members got so low health, and just kind of showcase that SK's composition could only do so much, and unfortunately they just couldn't get through that front line, which then allowed Kobbe to clean up.
What I think I really like from Splyce in this series is that little bit of versatility that they showed in Game 3